This is a finished game of Grim Dawn. This is my level 100 Witch Hunter using Chaos damage and the Rah'Zins armor set. It took me 4 days, 9 hours to complete the set. I gathered all the set components by myself, but I did adventure with friends, and so if they did see the item drop, they would give it to me immediately. I got 2 such pieces this way. Here is my journey from level 1 to level 170 Gladiator Crucible. Level 100 at last. I already had Rah'Zin's shoulders from another character, and here's the belt. Amazing, we're halfway there. The Eldritch Pact was the right choice of a mythical relic for us. It added a lot of free damage that pierced through multiple enemies. It was pretty expensive too. Hey, and I actually got a halfway decent completion bonus, +1 to destruction. Alright. An Eldritch Pact from the relic can actually trigger itself. Alright, Rah'Zin's armor dropped. That was off of killing Musalaki in Steps of Torment. And the finishing piece, Rah'Zin's gem, actually dropped for my dad, Slothnik. He actually gave it to me. It was cool to complete the set. I used an Overseer's helmet, that's a green keyword, to complete my stun resistance. Rah'Zin is a melee chaos witch hunter. 90% of my damage comes from Touch of Chaos, which is from the Rah'Zin set. However, that's just the default skill that I use. Touch of Chaos does quite a bit, as you can see. Now, I have Eldritch Fire attached to that for my Celestial powers. That activates 15% of the time. That's from my Devotion tree here. Right along here. That lowers their Chaos resistance by 35%. So, the whole point of this character is to stack as much damage as we can onto each swing of our Bloodsworn Sceptors. These Sceptors do a whole bunch for us. They add a bunch of flat Chaos damage, which I know 15 to 44 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider the fact that it gets multiplied by, how much do I have? 2,000%, and this is just unbuffed, by the way, I get up to like 2,300, then you'll see that that actually is quite a bit of extra damage. So what else do we have? Well, Rah'Zins also gives us 50% cold here converted to chaos, and our gem gives us, I'm sorry, it's actually our shoulders that convert 34% more cold damage to chaos. So we actually have access to a lot of cold damage stuff through Nightblade. I didn't take very much, but I did take Amarasta's Blade Burst. Deal some cold, which that's okay. It also uses our offhand to do some damage, but the really good part is the Lethal Assault. 301 cold damage. Now, about, I think it was 85% of that gets converted to chaos. Now, this is, again, flat chaos damage. It gets added to every swing of my Bloodsworn Sceptors. And then I'm dual-wielding these. So, we have that. On top of that, we have Soleil's Witchfire, which adds another 3,000 chaos damage to every swing of our abilities. On top of that, we have Dual Blades, which is a dual-wielding technique, and this actually adds a whole bunch of piercing, which piercing, right here, Rah'Zins also converts piercing damage to chaos damage, so we get some of that as well. And then we have Second Right, a modifier to Soleil's Witchfire. Second Right gives us vitality damage and vitality decay to every swing of our Bloodsworn Sceptors. And our Sceptors, you guessed it, they convert vitality damage, 52 here, and 49 here, so we're really close there to 100%. All of that is getting converted to chaos. So this character is just beating the crap out of everything with his wands, dealing a lot of damage. Whirling Death gets chaos damage added to it from Rah'Zins as well, and whenever we use Whirling Death, we hit up to 8 people for 132% of our main hand and offhand damage, and that just has a chance to happen. 24%. So it also benefits from Lethal Assault and from Soleils, so you're just seeing here a massive stacking of chaos damage in our favor. But we can't be all melee, as that would really limit us, so I have some other tricks up our sleeve. We have Sigil of Consumption. Sigil is really interesting because it benefits from our Bloodsworn Sceptors as well. It gets anywhere from 800 to another 4,000 chaos damage. So here's another 800 to 4,000. So you're looking at potential 8,000 chaos damage added to Sigil. So Sigil right here, I have attached a Flame Torrent, which surrounds us with fire that we're actually using just for the chaos damage part, since we have like 2,300 boost to chaos. So this also heals us as well. So Sigil will heal us a bunch. On top of that, we have Curse of Frailty that we hit everybody with. Curse of Frailty, thanks to Rah'Zin's gem, gets negative chaos resistance and negative physical resistance, which doesn't matter because we're dealing 100% chaos. Even our scepters here do chaos. So as you can see, the Rah'Zin set has a ton of synergy. And as you can see, the 4-set bonus of Rah'Zins gives another 15% negative chaos. So that's negative 25% just from my suit of gear. And it doesn't stop there. So I know we said mostly it's just Sigil of Consumption is our one thing here, but whenever it hits, obviously we have our Celestial Powers off of Touch of Chaos, which is Eldritch Fire. We also have Sigil of Consumption. And then we have our Eldritch Pact, which is our Mythical Relic. That has its own like little piercing chaos orb that can hit an enemy at least twice. And it's really good for dealing with crowds. Alright, so the main build here is to get our devotion abilities. We grab all the cheap stuff besides the Fiend and the Soleil's Witchblade. Those are just like, attachments to our 2 other abilities, but everything else is just kind of geared to give us more damage and get our affinity. And we need that affinity because we have 2 tier 3s we built for. The first one is our good old friend, the Abomination. Gives us a lot of chaos damage. And at the very end, Abominable Might. Now this is attached to our Seal of the Void, which is on our weapon. The Burning Void skill here basically hits everybody in a 3-target radius, deals a bunch of damage, can knock people down. Really good for dealing with crowds. And whenever we use that, there's a 20% chance that we trigger Abominable Might, which, as you can see, gives 1,500 to almost 4,000 more chaos damage. Also boosts our chaos damage by 260%. And it also converts physical, which we don't really need. But it also increases health regeneration by 100%. So we have a bunch of damage just raining down on us from that. And then Dying God gives us a bunch of vitality, which is fine, because it converts to chaos if we do that. And then we have some chaos. We have 3% offensive ability, which is crits. More defensive and offensive, some resistances, big chunk of chaos. And right here, this is essential. This is almost better than Hungering Void. But this ability right here, the 121 to 437 chaos damage with 4% extra crit, that's extraordinarily massive for our character. And finally, Hungering Void. 33% chance whenever we hit him with our other Burning Void. I know these have like the same icons as Abominable Might, but we have 2 Burning Void weapons. So we will get a 20-second buff that gives us 18% more crit damage, 10% total speed, which means attacking faster, moving faster, almost 400% extra chaos damage, 720 chaos retaliation, which retaliation hits anybody that hits you with a ranged attack or a melee attack, and a 70% chance of 3 seconds of Terrify retaliation, so everybody that's in a big crowd will all just run away from you. I don't really benefit from any of the pet stuff, though. And finally, we actually got to dabble a little bit into Aeons, which gives us mostly just a chunk of stats. This one's huge. 25% reduction to every damage over time effect. And the Aeon's Hourglass right here gives 30% reduced entrapment, 50% slow, 25% reflected damage reduction, which is really good when you're fighting like Iron Maiden or Fabius. I couldn't quite get the points to reach Time Dilation. That would have been really neat because I believe Time Dilation would have affected both Hungering Void and Abominable Might, which lowers the cooldowns from like an 18 to a 12 and a 30 to a 22. So you're having like a really big jump in DPS. So that is what my character can do. We have Possession for our primary skill. Gives us flat chaos damage, which again gets applied to every attack we have. And then some bonus chaos damage percentage-wise, and then some resistance. And then 17% damage absorption. That's really, really important, because that's 17% off the top of everything. Other than that, we have Blood of Drieg, heal, give some OA boosts. And we also have Pneumatic Burst, which is another heal, total speed increase, so more DPS from that. And Shadow Dance, which is just total evades, and then also 31% reduced entrapment. So, other than that, we have Anatomy of Murder just to boost our cunning. Damage to Humans is nice against Alexander and a few other nasties. And I think that's about it. I think we covered everything for skills, devotions, and, you know, I mean, our items, you kind of got to see everything. The one thing this class is kind of missing is Overseer's Redeemer Cask of Thunder. This is a reduced stun duration of 62%. Only the Overseer's keyword for helmets has this high of reduced stun duration. Otherwise, I'd have to rely on two different items, like a boot and like a metal, you know, and that just wouldn't work very well. But we're at a 77, I think, because of something else I put on. But anyways, for our resists, we're doing pretty good on being over. Feel pretty good about them. 63 is only because of me not having this buff on. And then let me put the other stuff on. Okay. And there we go. You'll see 51 over on Vitality, 25 over on Aether. Bleeding's kind of weak. Piercing's a little weak. But yeah, our poison now is 85% over, 59% over in Chaos, and all of our elemental resists are just way over. So the only things we really have to worry about is bleed and piercing. Well, let's get to the Crucible, guys. And before I took on the Crucible, trying to get to 170 Gladiator, I made sure to get all of the potions that I needed. Any resistance that was only 8 or 16% overcapped, I built a potion for, an ointment. I also got all my Ugden salve and all that good stuff ready. So, let's rock and roll here. I think we're prepared. We have a really good array of stats, good defenses, good offenses. Okay. So I start off on 161 recording this run, doing pretty good. We fight Archmage Alexander, who's known to one-shot everybody with his damn meteor, and he damn well gets me there sometimes. Oh, look at that. Man, a quarter of my health gone. Luckily, there was no critical hit mutators this time around. I had a really lenient set of mutators. I was happy. See, but even there, I got so close. Alright, and here I believe we took on Rashulga. Yep, there's the Mad Queen herself. It felt pretty good to be able to take her on, as she terrifies most characters with her massive health reduction abilities. And the Iron Maiden was no problem at all for us. We definitely took her on pretty easily, at the same time as taking on Gravathul. Sometimes mass heroes can be a pain with their combination of abilities, but we were able to kite and do pretty well at this stage, 168. And here we are, at the doorway to victory. We down Korvac, get into his other phase, and we're at 170. All the nemesis spawn in. It's just a giant kite fest at this point. But I feel confident. If I just bide my time and I'm patient, I can succeed. All my potions are still up, all my blessings are still up at this stage. We deal good damage. We just gotta watch out. We have Valdarin, we have Chupacabra, Korvac. Who else we got in here? I think a couple purples. But yeah, Valderan's teleportation here is pretty tricky. And Korvac's fire ring that he gathers together almost kills me a couple times here. But yeah, I'm just kind of on the run. See, look at that. I almost get trapped by that fire ring. Leap out. And then we have like the extra crucible crap here that's just zapping me as I go along. Oh, man, it's tricky. But I feel good. I see, like, look at the health bars of everybody. I'm killing them. I'm getting them down. And here's where it happens. Oh, I jump out just to have Valderan teleport me right back into that fire ring. Damn. So close to 170 and beating it with this character. I mean, for years I had planned to beat the Crucible with just one guy. You know, especially solo self-found gear. You know, that was my whole thing with this guy. I'd built everything that he had by myself. It felt really good. Take a look at the loot. 169, or sorry, 170. Even though I didn't beat it, tremendously good loot. Well, it's at this stage, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying, but it takes me an hour to farm the tributes necessary to get into a Gladiator again. So here we are, 154, facing Koopa, and I forget who's right behind him. I think it's Ekatsul, maybe. So yeah, Koopa just has it out for me, and as you can see, the modifiers are a lot more brutal this time, but I'm getting Koopa down. We're hitting him. He breathes, and he's going to frick me up right here, man. Oh, I just feel it. I feel those crits coming on, and there they are. Yeah, that breath and that debuff at the same time just hit and knocked me out. So, another hour of farming tributes. Let's go at it again. Here's the result. Get some of those things. Oh, there's Shalga, the Mad Queen. There we go. Unfortunately, just another loss. Well, we tried. Alright, I have farmed up enough tributes to get all of the blessings and restart at 150 in the Cruci. I've changed some stuff up. I've equipped myself with the Mythical Life Giver Signet, which gives us a big chunk of Vitality and Bleed resist. So now we are looking 33% over for Bleed, and our Piercing is 32% over because I have a Silk Swatch on our pants. Our armor rating is still 100% absorbed, so that's awesome. Vitality is now 51% over, so even if Xantarin, like, you know, which I think he has one of the worst debuffs, he can debuff you like 48%, close to 50, so we'll still get max, which is awesome. Aether is a little weaker, but I came equipped with a bunch of Aether Ward Oils, so that'll give us, you know, 25% on top of that, and we'll pop that if we're facing some Aether. Everything else is good to go. You know, for our poison, again, Dreegs will have us covered at 85%. All of our elemental stuff is great. So, let's see how we do. Alright guys, let's see how we do. Let's get all of our blessings. We'll go Ulo, Empyrean's Guidance, Might of Amatok, Ulzwin's Pact. Alright, and then we'll throw on all of our normal buffs. On top of that, we have Elixir of the Drangul for 40 OADA. More damage from Elixir of the Void. Elixir of the Ancients for 40 more offensive ability. Royal Jelly Ointment, some Essence, and then these two will kind of save for later since we only have like one of them and they're super important. Okay, I think we're good. I wish to raise the stakes, 150. Sick. Okay, now I'm just going to try to smack him a little bit and then get out. I'm going to be a little more cautious. Because, yeah, see that breath weapon? That's a pretty long windup. Let's get out. Holy crap. See, I stayed in there just a little bit too long. Alright, let's do this. I think we're just about ready to lay down the smack. Okay. Yeah, trying to have the proper amount of respect. I don't want to be like too, you know, hesitant. But still, like, look at that. It's still pretty bad. But if I can whittle him down a little bit, it's not too crazy. And my life leech will also kind of carry us through a little bit. There we go. I wonder if I can dodge that shit with like the jump animations. There we go, got him. You're fucked up too. Sick. Alright, let's take a look at our potions. We're looking good. I'm gonna spend the rest of my other cheapies. And yeah, we need one of those. We have 9. I would like to get a stone wall. And I can't upgrade it, unfortunately, but at least it'll provide me with a little bit more. See, our DA is like 32. Let's go.
Alright guys, we're all in.
Now I'm reserving like a little bit of my... There we go. Gotcha, 163, done. Alright, let's get out. Yeah, the Reaper doesn't have something too crazy as long as I can keep leeching from him. Some of his stuff has like some life reduction. Come on. Ah. I just couldn't get it in time. Those plants have some nasty debuffs. Okay. Yeah, he's a nasty MFer. Alright, just gotta watch out. Because he has life reduction. Attacks too. Alright, get out. Damn it. That didn't go where I wanted it to. Ooh, look at that. You one nasty son of a bitch there, Xanty. Alright, let's get out. Yes! We got him. We fucking got him. Alright. Let's keep going. 166. A lot of heroes. A lot of these guys are just badass debuffers. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, how much time do we have left? We do need to hurry just a little bit, but I'm not going to jeopardize what we have so far. Okay, let's get out. I don't like it. It's scary. Alright, not bad. And we'll take down Karaz again last. I don't think we have any... Oh, no, that's a supporter. Oh, shit. Alright, let's get out of here. That's quarterback. 169. Okay. Really gotta watch out for that stupid ability. Save our escape. Do I need anything else? Let's pop another one of you. And 7. Alright. Good to go. That's Ilgor. Alright, leap out of that crap. Got it. Alright, let's kill the Thrall. Who else is left? I think it's just Travis. Maybe? I think we're on 170 now. Nope. We gotta kill Travis. Okay, we only have a tiny bit of time left in our blessing. Fuck. Come on. We've gotta get this. Alright, last rounds. Curse and Sigil. Gotta be adamant about it. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have Nems. Alright, let's heal up. Out. And we keep bringing him around to Zant, who I'll just curse on the way over. Who's that? Try to get the most out of my sigils here. Go and smack a little bit. Keep those curses up. Good. Our buffs are almost out though. And that's fucking bad. It's taken me a long time. Plus we have Fabius. If I can just get a couple of these guys down here, I think we'll be okay. Fuck you, Fabius. Alright, we're doing good. Get out. So close. Alright, let's let our defenses recharge. Oh no, our buffs are gone. This is it. We've got to do this. I'm buffed. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, this is scary. Do I have anything left? I don't think so. Like, I just lost like an 8,000 health. Alright, get out. We can do this. We can totally do this. I have an Aether thing. Let's keep our stuff going. Alright, as long as we don't have any like debuffs, I think we're okay. Oh, we got him. We fucking got him. Alright, let's get Fabius next. Just need to watch out for his blade barrier because he'll reflect me to death. Yeah, fuck you, Gonzar. Oh. Oh, there's Zant. Okay, I'm gonna pull Fabius on the other side. Come on, Fabius, get over here. Fight in my tower. Oh, shit. Zant's right there. Okay, yeah. Just fight in our cozy little corner. Did I get Fabius? I got him. Holy shit, okay. This is it. Don't fuck it up, Mel. Don't you fuck this up! Ah! Okay, where's Zant? He's right there. I've just been sigilling him. Okay. Hop in, sigil, and keep him cursed. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than I hope, guys, but I'm feeling good. Even just these like little evasive maneuvers here, they're dangerous as fuck. Oh man, there's a shotgun. No, you don't dare do that. Alright, I'm saving an Aether cluster to go in and burst him a little bit. Got in a little bit of damage there, but there's his big attack. Ooh, there's a big one. Yeah, fuck you, Zanty. There's his big one. I'm being, again, a little probably too cautious. Oh, shit. But you know what? You guys have seen me die a lot. So, I want this to be it. This is the time. And it's like kind of hard for me to see what he's doing in there. No, 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 no. I blew my Aether cluster. On. I did it. I fucking did it. I fucking did it. Holy shit. Dude, this has been like years in the making. I've tried to do this shit. 170 Crucible. What do you fucking gotta say, you piece of shit? You triumphed. My wealth is yours to claim champion. Oh, dude. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I did it. I fucking did it. Wow. This is a lot of cool shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 purples plus a blueprint. Solaire's Helm. I've never even seen that. Oh. Wow. What a hell of a journey. When I first began this character, it was probably about 6 months ago, I want to say. I made him, leveled him up. It was a lot of grind to find his armor. And, I mean, even here towards the end with everything, all the best stuff, I was still dying miserably. But we came through at the end, and it was all because I really had to take some time to learn how the bosses fought, you know, which isn't something that's apparent. As you can tell, like, there's a couple things, like Xantern's, like, shotgun attack that are kind of apparent, but beyond that, it's looking at, like, the database and seeing, like, exactly what they're going to hit you with and how to fight. And a lot of it comes down to just hit them a little bit and go away. But even that will fail you if you catch them on the wind-up of a powerful attack, or a stun, or they debuff you and your resistances just fall shit. The key moments to me succeeding was the monster knowledge, me putting on this Lifegiver Signet, and, believe it or not, a common Silk Swatch to push up piercing and bleed. Otherwise, I might have run into trouble into Fabius at the end. And, you know, having that 51% vitality against Xantern allowed me to take some hits. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this journey. This is an emotional one for me because I've always wanted to do this since the Crucible came out. And other people have done this way ahead of me, but this is a difficult thing to do. You know, if you see someone doing Crucible, especially on the regular, they're a fucking good player. You know, hats off to them. But I had an amazing time building Rah'Zin. And there's definitely some better weapons, but I mean, not very many for my build, the way I built it. Like the Fangs of Cthon, I think, would be like the only thing, because each of them have 14% lifesteal or something ridiculous, but even lifesteal won't protect you against life reduction. So there's counters to everything in this game. So, yeah. Amazing journey. If you guys liked this, consider leaving your warlord a tip. This was a hard-won battle. Many, many hours. My god. At this point, it's, what, 113 hours, I believe? 111 hours, yeah. 4 times 24, well, it'd be not quite 100, but almost there. So yeah, it's over 100 hours, definitely, for this. Well, I will catch you guys all on other finished games. See you then.